On Stan's very first day in prison, he told everyone straight up, from now on, every inmate here will follow his lead. Just then, one of the prison's biggest bullies walked up to him, ready to show who the real boss was. But the moment he tried to teach Stan a lesson, Stan struck back with lightning speed. Despite being small and skinny, Stan took down the big guy with ease, even yanked his pants down. Everyone burst out laughing when they saw his leopard print underwear. Humiliated and furious, the guy lunged at Stan again, but once more, Stan defeated him in seconds. Impressed by Stan's fighting skills, another gang leader offered him a spot on his crew. Stan refused and punched him right in the face. The leader's men attacked, but against Stan's agility, they all ended up kissing the floor. After that fight, Stan knew nobody would dare challenge him again. One day, while Stan was in the shower, an inmate crept up from behind with a blade, ready for revenge. But Stan spotted his shadow on the metal wall. The sneak attack failed, and in a face-to-face fight, the attacker never stood a chance. The very next day, Stan laid down new rules. The prison should be like a family, full of love and respect. No more fights, and if anyone must fight, they'd have to fight him first. Music played, and prisoners began to dance, but the warden hated it. He used to let inmates fight on purpose so he could have them transferred, then sell the land later. Stan's arrival ruined his plan. From that day, the inmates became friendly. Anyone who messed around got their teeth knocked out by Stan. Now, bumping into someone by accident didn't start a fight. It ended with an apology. Two inmates even shared the same ice cream. One prisoner even wrote Stan a letter, saying bullying had completely stopped because of him. The warden then approached Stan with a deal. If Stan stopped preventing fights, he'd be released early. Longing to see his wife, Stan announced the next day that all his rules were gone. Without him keeping order, fights broke out again. Now, inmates had to brawl just to protect their respect. The warden was thrilled, but then Stan discovered the real plan. In 2 days, inspectors were coming. The warden intended to start a riot and have some inmates shot, so the prison would be shut down and he could sell the land. Overcome with guilt, on the day of his release, Stan confessed to crimes he never committed just to stay inside. On the day of the riot, soldiers stood ready with guns, waiting to fire as soon as the fight began. Stan tried to stop it, but the warden held him down. Then, music started playing, and instead of fighting, the inmates began dancing. The warden went mad with rage, grabbed a soldier's gun, and opened fire. In the end, the warden himself became a prisoner. Many years later, Stan finally walked out of prison and learned he had a daughter.